Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome to Two Tunes Podcast. You did the voice again.
I know. When I was doing it, I was thinking about like 2 episodes ago, maybe an episode ago. You're like, he did it. He did it, guys. Yes, I do the voice. It's a thing.
Did you just get your weekly report?
What? Wait, what?
Like your screen time weekly report. Did you get it just now?
Let me check.
One time, if people have listened before, they know that I have graded the AP Music Theory exam for many years. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it this year, unfortunately. But one of the years we were leaving on a Sunday because like the dates always stay the same. Like it's always like the 11th to the 18th of June.
Yeah.
For AP Music Theory. So the dates always stay the same, which means that the day will change, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a weekday.
Yeah. Although the slogan is while we're there is that every morning is Monday morning, but every night is Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were all leaving on a Sunday one time, and you take buses, like shuttle buses to the airport, and so depending on what time you're leaving or whatever, like you take the bus at that appropriate time. So anyway, at one point there was a bunch of us getting on the bus probably around like 8-9 o'clock in the morning, and like everybody got that notification, like the screen time notification at the same time.
Yeah.
And we were all like, oh damn, our screen time is way down because we've just been working for 8 hours straight, like every day, and like you're not looking at your phone because you can't really. I mean, you can, but
you're doing a job.
Yeah.
There's no downtime.
Yeah. And like a job where people are literally right next to each other and like over your shoulder, not kind of in a way, like it's very obvious if someone's not doing the job.
It's like, dude,
but it's just funny, like to see everybody go, oh, screen time way down.
so what's your screen time this week?
Average of 4 hours and 34 minutes.
Okay, you are lower than me. Mine is 5 hours and 25 minutes.
Well,
but I also see my daughters, so it's like 24 hours. It's like, what?
26 hours? How is that possible?
How's that possible?
we I forget even what the conversation was yesterday, but so I posted my list for jazz orchestra, which is the select ensemble that we have, and this one currently freshman, about to be sophomore, bassist made it, and he's really great. He's a really, really phenomenal player, and the one kid who's graduating was joking that like he was going to come back and take this kid's spot or whatever. And he's like, I'm going to practice 40 hours a day. And I was like, look, Henry practices way more than that. So you got to step it up.
Yeah.
And then the kid I was talking about, he's like, yeah, like he's practices a lot, which is great. That's good.
Hey, this comes out June something or other.
Okay.
The second week of June.
Oh.
This Friday.
It's coming up.
We're going to see the Machines.
The Machines. Jake
what?
The Machines, Jake, Bite.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Other Bite.
We're not wow, actually I didn't even think about that. Bite Me Bambi and Cat Bite. We're not seeing Cat Bite.
Oh.
Cat Bite's
so
not playing.
Just one of the bites.
Yeah. But
Trilobite.
Troglobite. That's a YouTube channel. Anyways, that reviews guitars. Like we'll buy it and then be like, this is really cool. And it's like definitely like
and they get to write that off on their taxes.
They do. But it's one of those ones where they come in and like it's shipped to them and then they have to ship to the next person.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes he buys it and like, yeah, there you go. Yeah. I got a guitar. And it's all like GoPro footage.
Okay.
Like of his head.
Like,
or maybe like Ray-Bans.
Yeah, interesting.
Crap, I was going to say something. Catbite might be there though, because
like
they're just hanging out.
Yeah, because they're from Jersey,
Philly. Catbite, go check them out. Jake, that's funny. Let me go see Jake. I'm like, Jake? Who's Jake? Well, less than Jake.
Jake, but you get the idea. Yeah,
it would be if we stuck with the rules of you say the last thing. It would have been Bambi.
Yeah.
So
it is interesting though that there's 2 bands with Bite.
Yeah, I did not make that connection.
On the tour.
And there's also Fishbone.
Yeah. So we're going to see Jake Bone.
Jake Bone Machines.
Jake Bone Machines.
Actually, it's probably Jake Machine Bone.
Yeah. A friend of mine just saw Bonerama. It's like a trombone thing.
Okay.
There's also a group called Bonegasm.
Is it another trombone
group? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That Bonegasm is led by Jennifer Wharton, who's a great trombone player. She is within the last like 2 years or so now teaching at Penn State University. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I wanted to like tell my kids about her and stuff. And then I was like, not going to reference that one band that she's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I finished Andor.
Yeah.
And then immediately watched Rogue One.
I haven't watched Rogue One yet. Again, like I watched it when it came out, but I need to watch it again.
And then I want to watch A New Hope.
Okay.
Immediately. Mm-hmm. So like...
Just see the dip in quality.
Oh my God, the dip. It's this really dark, like people are getting killed and like it's a war story, heavy drama. And then it's just like, I want to get some power converters from Tashi Station.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
If you watch it in that order. But, so Darth Vader, not in Andor, but in the last bit of Rogue One.
Yeah.
There are characters that like, because Andor is so slow, because it's a TV show, Rogue One feels really fast. And then they're putting characters as like, oh, we'll get this actor, because they use all of the actors except for one who were in Rogue One in Andor. And like some of them, you're just like, who's that guy? Like they put him in for like 2 episodes and then he's in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this makes sense. But yeah, Rogue One feels really fast at the beginning. You're like, oh my God, there's so much stuff is happening.
I guess though, if you would, especially if you watch like Andor season 1 to Andor season 2 and then Rogue One, the progression would make sense though, as far as speed, because season 2 is we're condensing. They're not condensing a year into 3 episodes, but they're condensing a week or whatever. Like Rogue One probably takes place over like a week or 2, right? Like yeah. I do need to watch Rogue One. But
in A New Hope, I need to watch this. This is the thing that I'm like going to watch, and I only need to.
You
watch
also need to read the book Lost Stars.
Okay,
I talk about it all the time, but you need to read it.
Okay, probably not going to do that.
You should. It's good.
Okay. Darth. Okay, so A New Hope. See if your memory is great, because it's not for me. He comes in, and he's asking Princess Leia. First off, why is Princess Leia at the thing?
Like, why is she got captured?
No. Like, she was at the battle. Why is she there?
Oh yeah, well, because
why is she there?
She wants to be.
It's like but it's kind of like a suicide mission. Anyways, kind of not like Down on the Floor it was, or Rogue One was, but anyways. So Darth Vader comes in and he's like, "You have." What does he say?
Oh my God, dude, I don't know.
Like, does he say, "I'm looking for the Death Star plans"? Does he actually say that straight out? I feel like he says it.
He might.
Like he just says, "I'm looking for this," and it's like, dude, that's a secret. You're not supposed to tell anybody.
Yeah.
It's like no one's supposed to know, and that's like the whole thing of Andor. That's why like all these people are offing themselves or getting killed. It's like, well, like too much.
Yeah.
Which the one girl, I was surprised. My wife was also surprised that like, why didn't they just kill her?
Oh, Dedra or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she knows. It's like,
I think she at that point had been so disgraced and discredited that
no one's gonna believe her in the factory.
Well, and that's the thing, and like the
spoiler alert.
The Empire, they're not. I mean, they're killing people, but like they'd rather torture you and punish you and get something out of you than just straight up kill you.
Yeah,
for the most part, they'll let you kill yourself.
Yeah,
they'll let that happen.
Yeah,
but
just don't go in there.
Just give it a second, and wait. Okay, good,
that is exactly the scene.
Yeah.
But another thing is, because we're seeing a lot of officers, right? And you're starting to notice like their badges. Like in before, you're just like, whatever, they're going to die soon. Like we don't really care about these people. And I'm like, oh, and then at the beginning of
and their weird little pen things on their shoulders.
Yeah, what the hell are those?
I don't know, man.
Like they're not pens, because everyone has them.
Yeah.
They're so weird.
They look like pens.
They do
like
look
you
like
just
pens.
like pull that out and just like
Yeah. But like,
It's a what's the thing? It's like a stylus.
yes, there's 3 of them.
Do you know there's like an old. This only I think goes with like the original trilogy and like maybe the prequels. But there was like a thing that like everyone in Star Wars is illiterate.
Okay.
There's like a theory about it, and like I read a thing about it one time, and it was like it totally made sense. But then like since then, with all the more expanded movies and media and different things, it would be hard to prove true. But I think in like the original, because everything's just like pictures and symbols and like so you're literate in some regard. But yeah. Anyway,
that's why they have the droids. To speak for them. Damn it, I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Yeah, you broke my train of thought. Anyways, we're here to talk about 2 tunes.
Yes.
You're first.
Okay. Sinai Vessel. Have you heard of this band?
Yeah, they're on Count Your Lucky Stars.
They are. That's how I found out about them.
Split series number 4.
Yeah. So I found out about them from Count Your Lucky Stars. That's where Bottom Bracket is on.
Yes.
And when I bought the Bottom Bracket album, I was like, well, what else? Who else do they have? What else do they have like in their store? Like, what else can I buy? Let me buy some things. And one of the things they had was some like split 7 inches. And I was like, you know what? Just gonna take a flyer on these and just buy them.
Oh,
I hope they're good.
Did you buy all of them?
I bought like 2 of them.
Okay, which ones? Obviously,
this one,
number 4,
and another one that I don't remember.
Okay,
and then I went to streaming and like listened to them in the meantime, and I was like, oh, these are good purchases. It's like some. I don't love everything on them, but like there's some things I found.
Is it a 10-inch?
7-inch, so like 2 songs on each side.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's like EP length. They would put EPs on those. So this was one of the ones that I found that I was like, ooh, I really like this. I like this song. I'm a little ashamed to say I have not dug more into their catalog.
So this is the only
song I know, but I like this song. So Sinai Vessel is one guy, Caleb Cordes from North Carolina. It started as a solo project, and then grew into like a 3-piece and now back to a solo thing. Been around since 2011, and then 2015 is when this split was from. And their last album came out last year, in 2024. So, yeah. I don't know, I just like the song. I don't think it exists anywhere else other than on the split.
I kind of like that when that happens.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in this mindset of
I'm going to double check that, but I think
I want bands to have things that don't exist online. Mm-hmm. You have to get it, the physical versions. I think it'd be cool if people did that.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Why can't I find? Oh, there we go. There it is.
So why did he quit choir?
I don't know. You have to listen.
I bet it was Mr. Mattis's fault.
That's Dr. Mattis.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Mattis. Is he a stickler about that?
Yes.
Okay. So, you want me to just start playing the song?
Yeah.
All right. The song is called I Quit the Choir.
Yeah.
This sounds weird to me in these headphones.
Yeah.
I've listened in like 3 different, and not through headphones, I don't think.
I've only listened in my car and on my crappy fake AirPods.
Yeah. It only sounded weird because I know it's like a room mic, and it's also like on the left.
Well, I quit the choir so I could learn how to sing on my own, and I made a simple discovery. The notes are arbitrary, and slang is the language of the herd. And aren't
Sorry, no lyrics available.
Listen, please, would you step to one side of the line? 'Cause at the end of time, it's black and it's white, right?
I like that little break transition thing.
Yes.
That's cool. Oh, there's 2 groundhogs outside. There's always just one.
There's a family.
Nice.
She put a blanket around my shoulders and call it home by the passing by machines.
Ooh, this is so much better in headphones.
Yeah.
That part right there.
'Cause I cannot speak to the ones I love for fear that being detained. But my only line.
There's a live version of this.
Oh, nice.
I just don't see it that way.
On YouTube.
Come on!
Like switches gears here. I don't have a lot to say. I just like it.
Yeah, it's an interesting song.
Make like a concerted effort to listen to that newest album.
Okay, but listen. I like the found sound stuff.
Yeah,
Is it an ice cream truck?
sounds like it. I just started listening to a new band, new to me, that uses some of that too. Found sound things, or like not necessarily found sound, but like clips from things and like movie clips and other stuff. And, yeah,
I had to create a piece this past weekend,
yeah,
or this week, I should say, for my one of my classes. So I like on Sunday. No, it was on Monday. I got the assignment, and I was at Arts Fest. So I was like, all right. So I just get out my phone, hit record, and then walked like the whole place.
nice.
And like if I found an interesting sound, I'd be like, I'd go to it, or at least try to find it.
Yeah,
I did not include what I found. I found a lot of birds.
yeah,
I mean, it was early morning, so
Yeah.
a lot of birds. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I only noticed it like maybe 3 times, but like it's the whole time. There's just
Yeah.
birds constantly. But weird conversations that would just, I was not like looking, just like, let me have a conversation. Like, it was just
Yeah.
like my, there's this person, like my daughter's, that's that's their accent. It's like, my daughter's the maid of honor. And so I used that and like reversed it, pitched it up and down. It's
Yeah.
like, my daughter, more daughter. My daughter.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That band though that I was talking about also relates to when we were saying like two bite bands, like
Oh,
on
yeah.
a tour or whatever. I saw some like Twitter post or whatever where somebody was saying about like some tour they were excited to see, and it was like, and they were like had posted the poster or whatever, and then somebody else. So one of the bands was called Origami Summer.
Oh,
And somebody else commented, they're like, there's another origami band.
nice.
So then I was like, who's Origami Summer? Let me check them out. So the one album I've listened to I really like, so I'll probably be bringing them on soon. But yeah,
Origami Summer.
yeah. But yeah, it was just funny. It's just like, and that's what drew me to the post.
Yeah.
Just seeing somebody go, there's another origami band.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna listen. Like I have a little bit of a drive today, to a couple rehearsals and stuff, and so I'm gonna like listen to this album, "I Sing" by Sinai Vessel.
Featuring dogs?
I don't know. Why would it feature dogs?
Because that's one of the songs on the right there, the second one down, dogs.
Oh, that's from a different album.
Okay, there you go. So guess what month it is?
June.
Yeah, what's June?
Pride Month.
Yeah. So
But I celebrate Pride all year long.
I'm glad.
And you're just corporate, and you just you just overlay a rainbow flag on your logo.
Is there a rainbow flag on your house?
What?
Is there a rainbow flag on your house?
My house is a rainbow flag, Bo.
No, I'm being serious.
There's not. We don't have a place to fly a flag.
Yeah, we put it up in our window.
Yeah,
it just sits there all year long.
There you go, ally.
It's not an ally flag.
I know. There's a house near my school. I think it's like a rental situation where like somebody lives in the upstairs portion and somebody lives in the... Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Wait, is this on...
It's on Inglestown Road.
Yes, I have seen this.
Yeah. So it's not this way anymore because I feel like people have moved out. But there used to be on one part of the house an ally flag. Like it's a rainbow flag with a big A in the middle. And then on another part of the house was Trump flag.
Yeah.
And it was like that for a long time.
It was like the upstairs.
It was like upstairs, downstairs kind of situation. So my best guess was that it was like a rental thing.
Yeah.
But
or
parents. I was like, but if it's parents, then like you figured they would just like get rid of the one thing, you know?
It's like, you need to take that down. It's
or
like,
like the weirdest situation would be, we're big Trump supporters, but also we're allies. And it's like,
oh my God, I saw somebody.
You're not.
Like this did not make sense at all. I saw something and it's like, there was a video and it did not make sense.
Yeah.
Because it was a Trump guy.
Sure.
And he was singing about LGBTQ. And it did not, I'm like, I don't know what to think of this.
See, and that's one of those things where it's like, well, you know, I don't like all his policies. It's like, yeah, but when you vote for somebody,
you have to vote
you have to accept all of the policies.
Here's our political corner.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, especially in a two-party system, like that's sort of the thing is that it's, I don't love all the stuff that, you know, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, whoever,
everybody,
like, people that I vote for,
all politicians.
But you do have to accept the fact that casting a vote for someone does affect all these other things.
Yep.
You know, again, in a two-party system, which is dumb,
which is super dumb. We need ranked voting. I think that's what it's called. Where you're like, who's your number one? Who's your number two? Who's your number three? If your number one obviously loses, then your two votes go to, or your vote goes to your number two.
Right.
And then they just do that until they find a winner.
They do that in some caucuses.
Yes.
Or isn't that what a caucus is? Like originally, a caucus was like quite literally you would go stand by your person.
Yeah.
And then
I think
if your person was the least amount, then you had to go to somebody else.
Wasn't this like in Lincoln, the movie Lincoln?
Didn't see it.
Okay. It's a good movie.
I just have heard Daniel Day-Lewis's weird voice he chose to do.
Yeah, apparently he was a tenor. I don't know.
Anyways,
you would go. Yeah, it would basically be like, we're this guy, and it's like, well, you're gonna lose. So then they would try to be like convince them to go to the other places, and then they just,
or you had to, right? Like if it was like 5 people, well, number 5 now you gotta go vote for somebody else, and then you keep doing that until you're down to 1.
Yep.
The rank thing is like that, but you have to like specifically list out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You list out your top 5, which I think is
top 5.
Yeah, top 8. MySpace.
I need, so like my close friends on Instagram, I need like a close friends.
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
It would just save me from sending the really weird shit to different people. Like I just post it on my story and forget about it.
You could create a group chat.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, but here's the other thing.
Yeah.
I don't need everybody to know who's in that group. I don't need them having a separate group chat where they can talk about the weird shit that I said and post. You know what I mean?
Yes. I think my wife's best friend, he has a group chat, and I think he named it where it's like women I annoy. Something like that. And it's just like, yeah. It's a forced, because then like if you leave the group, he'll add you back on.
Amazing.
This is like, can you stop, please? Anyways, the reason we say that is this song by Super Cassette.
Not Super Cassette?
Oh my God, stop it.
I have friends who say cassette.
Okay, anyways.
Australians, I think, also say cassette.
I'm going to say cassette.
All right.
I don't know anything about it. A bat. Formed in 2016, Super Cassette is an Oakland indie rock outfit fronted by Max Gerlach.
Yeah.
That name sounds familiar because Gerlach is a very unique name. There's press. Their website is good, bad? I don't know.
There's not much happening.
I mean, it's very much like a landing page
Yeah.
to other stuff.
Do they have a Bandcamp?
Probably. Here's their Shopify. And they got shirts. And they got vinyl. And they've got cassettes.
Oh, you can get a Be Gay,
Wait,
Do Crimes, Hail Satan shirt.
Yeah, with a cat on it. Hail Satan Kitty. Kitty cat. Anyways, the reason is because the song is called Be Gay, Do Drugs, Hail Satan. I found this like a while ago, and I've been like,
You can get something on floppy disk from them.
nice. But anyways, I've been saving it. Could have brought it like 5 episodes ago, 6 episodes ago.
You should do that. You should buy their $8 floppy disk.
I have one right over there.
There you go.
It's not, I don't know what that, actually, I think that's our lighting board, which totally, well, the board is actually new now. You got a new lighting board. Anyways, here's Be Gay, Do Drugs, Hail Satan.
Showed up at school with my soul in my pocket. The sister was wearing a cross and a locket, and a grimace had told me I'd never be welcome. The Dungeons and Dragons would send me to hell. Some
Lyrics are up there if you want to.
in between the bells ringing, shared with me how we made peace with the demons. The advice that he gave me was written on paper, passed between him and another 10th grader. 6 simple words: be gay, do drugs, hail Satan.
It's such a happy song.
Do drugs, hail Satan.
I like hearing a singer that sings lower.
Drugs, hail Satan.
Like they're not like a bass, but like they are singing lower in their register.
Yeah.
Not right now, it's a little higher, but like in the verse. It gets kind of like lower. It's kind of cool.
Asked me how I had achieved it. I turned it around from a dunce to a genius. He wondered if I had been bribing the teachers or copying homework down under the bleachers. I told him that I had found God in my own way, from tablets and horns and the boys in the hallway. The head of the class and the man of the speech. It'll be the best one that you ever did. Reading with 6
I like that doubling. It was weird.
Yeah.
In a good way.
drugs, hail Satan. Be gay, do drugs,
My favorite line
Satan.
right here.
Is full of love. Be gay, do drugs, hail Satan. Families gathered in a circle. I'm 95 and I've lived
So it's a whole life. And he's passing on the knowledge.
Sunny hours around at my bedside. He asked if I had any words of advice for him, and I do. Listening closely, come on in close. I'll speak it softly. Be gay, do drugs, hail Satan.
I love it.
Do drugs,
Because there he gets louder and everything goes away and he just like, be gay, do drugs. And then sings Hail Satan.
Hey, hail Satan.
I dig it.
Yeah, I figured you dig it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's just a fun song.
Do you remember, did you ever watch South Park, like early on? You
Yeah,
probably
like
did.
the first season.
Yeah. I watched like the first few. There's the one, I don't remember like the whole plot, but it's like a Christmas time episode.
Is it
and,
the
like,
dog?
I don't know. No,
Okay.
there's like little like woodland creatures. There's
Okay.
like little cutesy woodland creatures. And they're like, oh, they're all cute, whatever. And then like they found it, they're like, Hail Satan.
Oh, okay.
Like that's like their whole thing. They're like,
The-
sacrifice. I think they're like trying to sacrifice Butters or something.
Okay.
Or
Oh,
Kenny
Butters.
or something. Or Kenny maybe.
Butters
I don't
is
know.
late. I was not
Well,
around with
maybe it
Butters.
was like Kenny. I don't remember. It was. I'm only like half remembering a thing, but I just remember
Yeah.
like cutesy like little woodland creatures, and they'd be like, "Hail Satan!"
Yeah, gotcha. I remember the bandana on the dog. And they're like, and Cartman's like, don't be gay.
Oh, I don't know.
Because it's like, whatever.
No.
Anyways.
Cool. Good story.
Good story. Cool story, bro. Yeah. So.
Yeah, nothing, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
School year needs to just go.
It does. I mean, maybe this week will feel like the end of the school year, but
It doesn't feel like it yet.
it does not. This past week, I mean, it feels like the kids are checked out,
Yes.
but it could also feel like, oh, we're going towards a break.
Yeah. Yeah. It has that like,
And it's
about
like,
to
and
go
then,
on, like,
and then when
Christmas
we
break
come
for-
back, we're going to start like, I feel
Yeah.
like we could start something new and be like, yeah, we're going to do this now.
yeah.
And it's like, no, we're done.
Yeah.
Like one day.
My students were saying like they're basically doing like nothing in their classes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't you have like finals to prep for? And like, because they're saying like their English and math, like classes that they would have like a specific final for. And they're like, well, sort of, because like this teacher, we're doing like a project. So we're not actually going to do the final period thing.
Yeah.
But the project's already kind of done. And so like, we're just kind of chilling and whatever. And then I was telling them too, I was like, for perspective, I was like, well, a lot of you, especially like upperclassmen, you're in classes with seniors and seniors have been done for us since Thursday.
Yeah.
Because they were taking finals on Friday and then tomorrow on Monday.
Yeah.
So like, as a teacher who has classes with both of those things, like I have kids on Monday in classes that I just had seniors with, and like now, like what am I gonna do with you for one day?
Yeah.
Or like 2 days. So like I get it in a way, but
It's worse over
they
here.
also feel like they've been checked out for like a little while.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, well, I can't really speak to your other teachers. I was like, I push up until I feel like I can, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
chill out. We always watch in jazz. We always watch a documentary at the end of the year. It's like the same documentary every year, but like, you get different things out of it. Like I've watched it for 13 years now or 12 years now, and like it's still learning things or catching new things or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's also become kind of like a tradition. Like that's what we do like the last couple of days. And then theory, I just have kind of just been pushing with new stuff. Cause like we're going to roll right into AP theory for the kids that are taking that. So I don't want to like let off the gas too much,
Yeah.
but so yeah. My AP theory class though, my one kid, 'cause
Yeah.
the senior is taking finals, he can just have a free period tomorrow because then I will also have a free period tomorrow.
The last senior day here was the 23rd.
Jesus,
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's too much time ahead.
that's way too early. That's before Memorial Day.
Yeah.
What have they been doing?
Well, they had finals on Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay,
and then
when's your graduation?
the 5th, like the day
So
before.
the day
yours.
before ours.
Yeah.
So, but everything's moved up by like
Yeah, it's way too long.
too many days.
Yeah, like I mean, usually it would do that, but I do think, and next year's going to be way different, obviously.
Yeah.
Plus, we're going to have a new admin team. Yep. Hey guys, we'll see you next week, where we have another episode before our special
Another
episode, or we might have 3 episodes
Ripper
before
episode. Yeah, I
our
don't
special episode.
I don't know, man.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got to record some stuff though before I go to Germany.
Yeah, man, we got a bank. Got a bank.
Bank. Gonna make
All
that
right.
bank.
So we will see you next week.
All right, bye.